Hey pastry puffs, welcome back to Strudel Reviews. It's your girl Strudel, and today we're going to be doing something completely unrelated to dolls, as like the video I made yesterday. At the time I'm filming this, I just hadn't uploaded that video yet. I did my Easter haul, but today I did something really fun and something not doll related, but book related. Because, like, anyone who has seen this and has known Strudel before Strudel, like, fully came into her, before I fully came into my own and started owning and flaunting my doll collecting hobby, I was a very avid bookworm before I had mini Strudel. Like, I loved books. I couldn't keep my nose out of a book. I was that kid who was so invested in my books, like the whole world around me just disappeared because I was so invested in what I was reading, like everything else disappeared. So today is book related, and in yesterday's video, which I'm probably going to upload that video first, I had mentioned the first thing I'm going to show you because I got it at Target when I went to go pick up my Target haul yesterday. And like, no, not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Oh, Lord help me. Yeah, it was like the day before yesterday when I went to Target and like to go pick up my order, and I bought like a whole bunch of shit for mini Strudel. And I ran into a very dear friend of mine there. While we were getting stuff for mini Strudel, I wound up getting, and I did mention this one, so y'all already know I have it, the Percy Jackson and the Olympians, like, gift set. As you can tell, it is from Target, given, like, the 20% off thing. Like, this is the most recent Percy Jackson and the Olympians book set. It was like, you know, Strudel had the money to spare to get this book set, so like very happy to get it. And today I went and got something for mini Strudel. Very like pretty much in town. Like, literally in town, and we were, like, nearby all the bookstores, like, by the bookstores, and I was like, yo, because, like, Mini Strudel, my friend and I, Mini Strudel, our friend and I should say, went to the bookstore, like, went to go pick up this thing for Mini Strudel, and I was like, after, like, we got it, we paid for it, put it in the car, I was like, can we go to the bookstore? And so we wound up going to the bookstore. We went to Barnes & Noble first because that's just where we wound up going to. And I managed to find, as you can see, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. This is going to be very important. I got the Heroes of Olympus gift set because, you know, got the 10th anniversary of the Heroes of Olympus gift set. So you can see we got Percy Jackson, we got the Heroes of Olympus as, like, you know, can tell Disney Hyperion, who are the publishers of, like, all of Rick Wharton's works. And not only that, I also came across the Trials of Apollo. I saw the Trials of Apollo one first, and I was like, what? And I, like, snatched it up, and then I saw the Heroes of Olympus, and I was like, what? And I, like, snatched that up, too, because Strudel had the money to spare, and don't worry, Strudel got stuff for mini Strudel, too. We're gonna get into that part in a little bit, because I kind of, like, Strudel went bonkers seeing the Trials of Apollo because I was looking at these on Amazon and I was like, I want them bad. I want them bad. And I was like, what? Saw this, went bonkers, and then grabbed this. So I had these two in my hands, and I'm trying to, like, juggle these and Mini Strudel, making sure Mini Strudel's not, like, wrecking this. Is not, like, wrecking. It's completely not destroying the Barnes & Noble. Because, like, I love I love bookstores. I don't want to ever get banned from bookstores. Please do not ban me from bookstores. And also, like, I'm trying to teach Mini Strudel, like, respect your shit. Respect other people's shit. You don't want your shit destroyed. Don't destroy other people's shit. So anyway, like, Trials of Apollo, Heroes of Olympus. And one of, like, something completely new in my, like, to me, from from the same author, Daughter of the Deep. Because I saw this when I was still living in my old town, in in that very small Walmart of the town I used to live in, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, he still writes books, and then, like, Strudel went bonkers, and then Strudel was trying to find, like, Percy Jackson, and then a couple others that you're going to be seeing in a minute because of this book. And then that's how I discovered and then, like, going down the rabbit hole is how I discovered Heroes of Olympus and Trials of Apollo. So I was like, Strudel needs it. Because Strudel I love mythology. And, like, I fell down the rabbit hole of, like, I need this reading material because, oh my god, this is shit I love, this shit I'm obsessed with, and I have reading material for quite a while. So yay, like, we'll just put that, like, we'll figure out something to do with that in a minute. So got this at Target a couple days ago with my friend, found these and this at Barnes & Noble today. And while I was, like, I went up to the help desk and asked, like, the cashier, like, asked the person at the help desk, hey, do you have, like, this one and this one in stock? Because, like, you had the rest of the stuff that I wanted, but I just can't find these two. And then the, like, desk person was nice enough to look it up for me. Didn't have it at my store, and I was like, well, and it was nice enough to offer to order it for me, to have it delivered to this, like, to have it sent to the store, and I was like, well, I want to see if the other bookstore has, because you're about to find out in a minute, I want to see if the other bookstore, which, like, everyone should know, Books A Million, because usually if there's a Barnes & Noble in your town or near you, there's almost always a Books A Million as well. So I was like, well, I want to see if Books A Million has them first before I make any decision. And then, like, the desk person was like, well, go ahead and call them and see if they have them. And if they don't, because, like, the one of them I was after is, like, really fucking popular, so, like, they're harder to find compared to these three, because they don't get as much stock or something. I don't really know. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, please. Please do not make me look like a dumbass. I beg of you, please. Hold on. Oh yeah, this also says Disney Hyperion, and yep, Disney Hyperion. So, I'm, like, I have, like, a big-ass Barnes & Noble bag with all of this in there. Carrying, like, Mini Strudel one arm to the car, because, like, dealing with a Mini Strudel situation. And after I get Mini Strudel situated, I call Barnes and Books A Million. And I'm like, hey, yo, do you have this? And do you have this in stock? And, like, the person on the phone, like, may God bless their soul, because they are so they were fucking iconic. They made my fucking months. Like, No, they made my fucking year. Like, they literally made my fucking year. Fucking queen. Like, this person fucking made my year. And I will, like, forever worship the ground they walk on anytime I see them when I go to these bookstores. Because, like, yeah, there's no getting rid of Strudel in a bookstore. Especially if you sell dolls. Because I saw some Monster High dolls there. Strudel was a good Strudel and didn't buy any Monster High dolls. Because Strudel got her doll fill for Easter. I was there for books, and Strudel was very good. So let me go ahead and show you the my part of the Barnes and my part of the Books a Million haul, because I'm going to tell y'all what mini Strudel got. Not show it to you because, again, like, I'm very particular about, because I want mini Strudel to decide if mini Strudel wants to come on, and, like, when they're old enough to decide, and I'm not gonna really, like, put mini Strudel's business like that out there, so I hope y'all understand. Get fucking ready for this next one, because oh my god, when I tell you this is what started the entire obsession with this author and, like, their amazing fantasy, like, in their amazing fantasy universe. Excuse me. I'm allergic to hay. And I live, like, near a lot of farmland. So like, my allergies are, like, all over the fucking place, and allergy pills don't help. The Kane Chronicles. I got the, this came out when I was in high school. If y'all remember, like, the original, and I mean, like, the OG, if you are, like, Strudel. For me, the OG one was, like, where you had, like, actual, like, the Throne of Fire one is, like, the most iconic. Like, you go to Ollie's Bargain Outlet, and if you see, like, any, like, Rick Riordan books there, because, like, they have, like, the older cover art of certain books, and they don't have all of them, just certain books, and you'll find, like, the Throne of Fire, which is book 2 in the Kane Chronicles. That is the, that is the cover art that I grew up with the, Kane Chronicles, because I believe it came out when I was in high school. I read the first one because I got that one at, like, a Scholastic book fair for Cinnamon Roll, I believe. Who is, like, my sibling. Y'all know Cinnamon Roll at this point. Was at their book fair, saw it, was interested, got it, eventually wound up reading the whole thing, got invested one of the other two, and I got the other two for Christmas, I believe, either that same year or the following year, I don't remember. And I was so obsessed with that book series. I was like, oh, yep, Disney Hyperion. See, like, Disney Hyperion is the publisher. They just updated the cover art, because, like, that's the thing with books, is the cover art gets updated every few years or so. So, like, yeah. This one, because I don't know if it's as popular as the last one I'm going to show you, or it's just not as popular, so they don't order as many in stock. But, like, my god, when the person on the phone I was talking to at Books A Million said, oh yeah, we have it, I was like, what? And, like, the person working at Books A Million was a straight G, and put these on hold for me, and I was like, what? Oh my god, I was, like, having a conniption, because I was so excited. I was like, you what? Like, no way. I was like, I was that excited, like, oh my god, they didn't have to do that. That was so fucking sweet of them. Like, I love it. And I think I got the last one of each of the book sets because I was like looking with Mini Strudel to get Mini Strudel some books because I was like, shit, I forgot to look at the kid books at Barnes & Noble because I was too excited. So I wound up like kind of overcompensating Books A Million for Mini Strudel. So yeah. So I was like, what? I was so excited. Like, because this is the book series that started it all for me, that got me invested into Rick Riordan as an author. And now I have, like, reading material to last me forever. Not, like, really forever, but you know what I mean. We'll put that up there. I'm gonna see if I could, like, hold the spine. Like that. Is the last thing for Strudel. Like, Strudel to, like, read for fun. Dang you, Daughter of the Deep. The last thing for Strudel to read for fun, like, was the one I was most anticipating because it's one that I haven't read yet. Like Heroes of Olympus or The Trial... excuse me, or The Trials of Apollo. Because I've only really read Percy Jackson and the Kane Chronicles, and Daughter of the Deep is like an entirely new thing, and I hope it's a book series, because I will read it. I'll probably get to it last, start with Percy Jackson, then go to Kane Chronicles, then go to the next one, then Heroes of Olympus, then Trials of Apollo, and then Daughter of the Deep. But this last one I was so excited for. Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, like, because this is like, okay, Percy Jackson, everyone knows is Greek mythology. Kane Chronicles is Egyptian mythology, which, like, you need to read this. Fucking read it. Read it all. Read all of it. Like, great. This is, like, these are amazing. The Norse one, when I found out that was actually a thing in, like, Ollie's Bargain Outlet, I was like, wait, what? Hold on, let me check. Yep, Disney Hyperion. I was like, what? This is a thing? And then, like, I went, like, Strudel went bonkers. I was so excited for this because I was like, oh my gosh, now I have, like, there's Norse expansion of the Percy Jackson universe because Magnus and Annabeth are cousins. My brain thought they were, like, half-siblings for whatever reason, but no, they're cousins. They're cousins. So that's what connects Magnus Chase to the Percy Jackson universe, and it is so exciting. And then Heroes of Olympus is a, like, features both Greek and Roman gods, and then the Trials of Apollo, from, like, the synopsis of what I've read, is that it's apparently, like, interconnecting. It's, like, basically Percy Jackson's, like, last ride and, like, helping, like, Apollo, like, achieve his, get back to, like, his immortal status, so he could, like, go back to being, like, the god of the sun, which is so fucking cool. Like, But, this one I was most excited for because I was told by the like, it's a little ripped, but I have it, so I fucking have it. That's all that matters, is I fucking have it. Is, from what the desk person of Barnes & Noble told me, is that this is a very popular series right now, and I'm assuming everything Rick Riordan, because there's a new Percy Jackson series getting ready to debut on Disney Plus, is what jump-started this popularity. Where people are like, oh my god, I need it. Which, like, understandable, because there are 2 new Rick Riordan books coming out later this year. One called The Sun and the Star, which is actually, there's a little sampler for it in The Daughter of the Deep, which I am so looking forward to that book. because like it would be great for my collection, and it apparently is connected to the Trials of Apollo, which I'm excited for. And then the other one is a new Percy Jackson book called Percy Jackson and the Olympians, like the Golden Chalice or something, which I'm like, oh, so great. So yeah, I got like a whole lot of new reading material, and Mini Strudel got like over the course of a few days, because the same day we went to Target to go get my like Target pickup order, because I had Target Circle coupons about to go bad, and so I used them, and we got Mini Strudel, like a bunch of new shit. We wound up going out to Walmart because I wound up buying a dresser at Walmart, and I got Mini Strudel, the Daniel Tiger, like more 5-minute stories. And I didn't know there was the first one. Like, there was a book before it. And when I discovered it, I was like, what? And while we were at Books A Million to go get the Kane Chronicles and the Magnus Chase, I found the first book of the 5-minute stories, and there was only one, so I snatched it up. And then I found like another one that's like 3-minute bedtime stories, and I like snatched it up, because like I was trying not to get him too much stuff, because kid got spoiled for his birthday and Easter. So I was trying not to give him way too much stuff, because I had already spent a lot of money on him for birthday, Easter, and like things that the kid needed. So I was trying not to buy too much stuff, because like kid got spoiled and didn't need too much. So I got Mini Strudel those couple of books, and then like, so now Mini Strudel's got reading material and like a bunch of other stuff to do. I've got a bunch of reading material in my spare time, because I want to do podcasts where I do like an episode for each book of the series, and start with Percy Jackson and then work my way to Daughter of the Deep. So I'll be prepared for when The Sun and the Star and the final Percy Jackson book comes out. And maybe like all the other stuff that they have in between, when I get done with like the base stories, would be cool or whatever. But I figured I'd show y'all like Strudel's book haul, because like dolls and books are like my biggest interest. And like anyone watching this, anyone who knows me personally, if you are watching this, dolls and books. But please ask me what I have and don't have, or watch my YouTube channel to see what I do have, so you don't get confused and buy me something I already have for like birthday or Christmas, because it's the only time I'll really accept presents is birthday or Christmas, because I'm stubborn and I like to buy things on my own, as you see. I think I'm going to leave this off at here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Bye! I'm going to have to put these all up now. Just one more look at the fucking glorious book haul.